Alright, so I'm gonna be installing a package of bees today. I got them in the bee bus. So essentially, first thing I'm gonna pop out the can so I can get the queen out. It's a little tough with this little lady. First I'm gonna bang them down. Here's my queen. Check, girls, watch out. Just gonna put this back to hold them in while I get the queen aside. Check her out. And she's in there. Girls trying to help her out. And she is. Big Carnelian queen. Looks happy. There's no attendants in there with her. So I'm gonna remove this here so that I can expose the candy plug. Sugar candy in there. So what'll happen is the bees will slowly eat that away to have a slow release on the queen. Sure, I love this method. So I'm gonna just set her aside for a minute. Stick her right here. If it's a sunny day, you don't want to leave her in the sun for too long. So now I'm going to remove 3 frames in the center here, so on the side, so that I can shake my bees into my box here. If you look in here, you'll notice I've got my queen excluder in the bottom. So I've heard that that will help with absconding and keep the queen from being able to escape out the entrance. So I'll take that off here in probably 5 days or so when I come to inspect and make sure that the queen has actually made her way out into the hive. Yeah, so now I'm gonna open the box and get the bees shook in. I'm gonna bang them down real quick so that I don't have too many up top. Set this sugar water aside. It's a little cold today, so these girls are pretty docile. So these bee buses are pretty cool because you have a door that you can open versus having to drop all the bees out of that little hole right there. If I can figure it out. So I'm gonna do a little bang down, shake them into the box. As many out as we can. We're just gonna set that right at the entrance. Once the bees settle in, they'll start fanning off some pheromones. And the queen is in here, and essentially all the other bees will make their way inside. So now it's a cold day. Sometimes people will spray the bees with a little bit of sugar water to get them grooming each other. But I'm just going to spray the frames because it's a little chilly and I don't want to get them wet. So I'm just going to give them a little bit of instant food. All right, so a lot of bees in here. We don't want to squish them, right? So we're going to put these in real gentle. The bees will slowly move out of the way. Don't push them in. Now I can get my queen in there. So a lot of sugar in here. And I want her to come out soon, so I'm gonna actually remove a little bit of the screw so that the bees can get to her faster and hopefully take to her because she's been in here for 2 days. That's good. So now, got my handy dandy copper wire. I'm gonna make sure that I hang this on the frame sideways so that the attendants can get to her properly. This is a tough one.
So what did you do right there?
So I just tied her up, so I'm gonna hook her on this frame. So
There you go.
she's gonna be sitting in there sideways up against the frames. So I'm gonna hook it, press her into the wax if you have wax on there. Alright, looks like she's in a good position. Cool. So now I'm gonna just bring my frames back together slowly and gently. Doesn't squish the bees because we got these little spacers. Just moving slow helps a lot. Oh, that looks good. So I've got my queen in, I've got my bees in. Now I'm gonna put on my food for them because they need food right away because this is a package. So I'm using a top feeder, especially since it's cold. All right. So once you got them fed, and make sure you keep, good lord, chicken. And make sure you keep sugar water on them for the first at least month probably, depending on when your nectar quota starts. So this is my top feeder. I really like this one because it limits drowning and also prevents robbing. Holds like a lot of sugar water too, I think like 2 gallons or something. So I'm doing 1-to-1 sugar water since it's springtime. Notice they're already coming for it. I'll save these little drowners real quick. And all the other bees will just groom that sugar off that lady, which is awesome. That's how you install a bee package. Thanks for joining.